right, let me just get my cheat sheet just in case. Hi, my name is Ian Fernandez. I've been a technical official in the world of badminton since 2014. Also a national accredited national umpire for Badminton Australia. Hi, Matt. All right, how you doing?
Good, thank you, Ian. How are you?
I am well. Thank you for this interview, Matt. I just recently been appointed as the line judge for BWF for 2021 to 2024.
Yeah, awesome news, I think. And I'm sure not unexpected, but a bit of a journey to get there. Could you give us a quick rundown of your progression from zero, so not having any experience, all the way through to being nominated onto the BWF circuit?
I've been playing badminton since 2005, and when the Super Series came to town in 2012, I watched it, and I saw a lot of technical officials back in 2012 said, I want to join. I want to join that. And yep, so there was an opening for training, and was given an opportunity to have a training back in 2014 here in New South Wales. I started doing line judge training with under Yogan Bratkana, a BWF referee for the Australian Badminton Open. And every year I always joined. It was a good experience, and I also did the Sydney International also in that year for 2014 to 2018. And yeah, I keep on progressing until I want to go be an umpire as well. And last year, I also did a different kind of volunteering for the ABO. The last ABO, I was the official announcer for the whole event. Yeah, from beginning to the semifinals, I was the announcer for the whole event, and you'll hear my voice for that one.
That's why you're so familiar to me, Ian. I remember that voice well, being at the event last year. It was a really, really well-run event, and I think I did a fantastic job as an announcer. So clearly you've done a lot of ABOs and you've done a lot of judging in New South Wales, and you've been able to travel around Australia also and do other events, or have you just kind of stayed within New South Wales because it's convenient for you?
I did the one for Ballarat this year. I did some volunteer work for that one, just a couple of days, because I need to go back to New South Wales. I traveled in Southeast Asia as well, doing line judge unofficially, but yeah, it was a good experience for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think it's really cool that you can travel with line judging. I mean, obviously it's volunteering and it's your own time. Some of the feedback that I've heard from volunteer line judges and officials is that they love the opportunity to just watch lots of high-level badminton and just get around and see it up close, as opposed to being seated a few rows in the bleachers. And
again, the job it's the best seat in the house. You can't beat it, and the adrenaline every time you got lots of coffees to stay you awake, just sitting down and focus on the line. And yeah, I've been to a lot of highlights in those past 7 years, 7 or 6 years in doing line judge. Yeah, getting line calls from people like the high level players like Lee Young Dae, and also Simon Newell. That was one of the best things that happened to me.
So that was something that you sent to me before, is that right? So your first challenged point as a line judge was from Lee Young Dae, which I'm sure was very intimidating.
It was on a second point. It was so fast, and yep, it was so intimidating, because with men's doubles it's always fast. A lot of line judges will agree with me. They dread the baseline. That's the difficult call, because it's just at a snap of a second, you got to make a decision. You got to make a sign, uh, and it's on a second point that the legend himself just wanna challenge my call, and it's, oh my god, okay. That's why I show you a screenshot of that one
Well, what
because
was tell everyone what the outcome was. Who was right and who was wrong?
okay, uh, challenge unsuccessful. 1 point for me, 0 point
There
to
we
Ian
go.
Day.
That's so amazing. That's so awesome. Because I mean, you know, when you first started, I'm sure you never thought that you would be being a technical official for a match of a player of Leon Day's caliber, let alone be challenged on one of the points that you made a call on. Have any other highlights like that you can remember? Obviously, you said Saint and Ewell. Was that a similar kind of scenario?
That was a similar kind of scenario. It's on the finals of the Xianmin Air ABO 2016. It's game number 5 with Sun Yu from China, and was on the sideline, and Miss Saina Newell is this is her second finals, and she's very very prominent for giving a lot of challenges. So on that game, second and third last game, a total of 3 challenges coming from her. All unsuccessful. It was a lot of close calls. All of my colleagues from all the technical officials just, oh my God, 3-0 from Silent Newell, unsuccessful. Those little things that make you gratified that, oh, yeah, I got good eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I took a snapshot of that one, and I hold a personal record of 21-0 challenge unsuccessful until this day. So
wow, no wonder they're getting you on the circuit.
I am very prominent in New South Wales for the loudest guy who calls out. You can hear my voice from afar. So because you need to make sure that, yep, you're confident enough by saying that out loud that it's an out.
That's it. You want to be nice and clear. So we've spoken about all your highlights and where you started. So looking forward to the future for obviously what's going to be a bit of a disjointed kind of first introduction to the season. What are you most looking forward to when you start in 2021?
Re-engage all the tournaments, of course. I'm looking forward to volunteer my time just to hone my my skills, both as a technical official and a spectator and a lover of the sport.
Do you have any advice? Because obviously, what your experience has been pretty spectacular, and you've been able to be on the side of the court, line judging for some pretty big names. If someone at home is watching this and they've got no experience in line judging or a technical official, how would you encourage them to get involved? Is there any tips that you would give them to get started and to think about when they put in that application at their local tournament or wherever it happens to be?
Yeah, I would deeply encourage everyone to get involved. You will be with people that will give you constructive criticism because they want you to succeed, and also, be confident. You'll get a lot of confidence on being there, and the best thing that you have the best seat in every event, and no one can take care of you from that. And listen to the people who's giving you advice because it's worth the treasure that they're going to give you. And and immerse yourself to the experience. It's the best thing. That's the best thing. You're a lover of the sport. Yep, just immerse on it.
That's a fantastic way to end, I think, Ian. So thank you very much for your time. And we look forward to seeing you wherever it happens to be in next year at what tournament and on our TV screens or on our YouTube screens.
Yeah, say hello to me if you see me.